Hi guys, and welcome to Crypto Exposed. Okay guys, got a post here by Hedera, and this is great to see. So they say, Hedera is built to connect. Taurus brings regulated custody, staking and tokenization to the ecosystem, giving banks and asset managers a secure, compliant foundation to access and build on Hedera. Great stuff to see here. So I've just quickly got something here by Taurus as well that they posted, and it says here, Taurus has won the best cryptocurrency / digital asset solution. A great recognition for Taurus Network, our interbank network built to make digital asset collaboration between financial institutions more efficient. And that's by the Global Private Banking Innovation Awards 2026. Okay, right, so I've got the article here, so I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but just give you a bit more information that we have. Taurus adds full Hedera technology stack support. Taurus, a leading digital asset infrastructure provided for banks and regulated financial institutions, now supports the full Hedera technology stack. Institutions can now use every capability of the Hedera network, from the custody of digital assets to the issuance of tokenized products through a single provider. Taurus, whose technology is used in production by more than 40 banks and regulated financial institutions worldwide, including Deutsche Bank, KSIS, and State Street, has built out Hedera support in 3 phases over 18 months, in strategic partnership with the Hashgraph Association. With the final phase, smart contract capability, now delivered, an institution can custody and stake HBAR, Hedera's native currency, as well as issuing tokens or running programmable products such as tokenized bonds, funds, and stablecoins, all within the same platform and under the same due diligence and risk framework. Infrastructure chosen for a bank's custody needs today often cannot support its tokenization plans tomorrow, forcing a fresh vendor search, a new risk assessment, and another integration project, just as digital asset strategy gathers pace. Full Hedera coverage inside Taurus removes that risk. Expanding into new digital asset products becomes a configuration decision rather than a procurement exercise. Institutions are not asked to commit to advanced use cases up front. The infrastructure is already in place for whenever their strategy matures. The integration spans all 3 Taurus platforms, Taurus Protect, Taurus Explorer, and Taurus Capital, and covers custody, staking, node infrastructure, native token issuance through the Hedera token service, and smart contract deployment through Hedera's EVM-compatible smart contract service, which lets institutions and their technology partners build using Solidity and other standard Ethereum developer tools. The Smart Contract Edition also opens Hedera to companies that build products for banks. Tokenization engines, stablecoin issuers, and fund administrators can now run on Hedera under Taurus custody without any infrastructure of their own. The Hashgraph Association, the Swiss non-profit that drives global adoption of the Hedera network, supported the build-out throughout its funding, training, and ecosystem development programs. The 2 organizations announced their partnership in 2025. And Taurus joined the association's global membership program earlier this year. Kamal Yousefi, president of the Hashgraph Association, which partnered with Taurus on the integration, said, quote, "With the MiCA regulatory framework taking effect in Europe, alongside the progress in the USA with the Clarity Act, institutional investors and highly regulated financial institutions can now enter the Web3 space with ease and confidence thanks to the full integration of the Hedera technology stack into Taurus's crypto infrastructure solutions," unquote. Okay, we'll leave it there, you get the gist. Once again, absolutely massive here, guys. We're talking about, one, a company that has already just won an award about innovation for what they're doing, and 2, they're connecting banks to Hedera technology. And one of the banks that stood out to me from the get-go was Deutsche Bank, because Deutsche Bank is an absolutely huge bank. So we're not talking small fry banks here, we're talking very big institutions. Once again, this is just going to add to the adoption. And, you know, like, again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but we're seeing this happen time and time again. Like, how many videos have I showed you of pilots happening, sandbox testing, products going live, all these things with big companies, big institutions that are now adopting crypto technology and specifically HBAR. It's absolutely incredible, guys. And so this is where I do say, you know, all the time, like, you've just got to understand that we're early. We're so early that at the moment we're not seeing the price come to fruition, because it's all still being built out. Like, you've got to understand that while we may feel like we've been in crypto for years, which we have, I'm not saying that we haven't, but you've got to understand that, like, this is still infancy stages for crypto. So a lot of this is still being built out as we speak. You know, if you look at the internet didn't get to where it is now just straight away. It took years to get to where we are. Absolutely years to get to where we are. So it is going to take time. But what I'm saying here is what you're seeing what's going to be bringing the long-term value to Hedera. You're literally seeing it right now. These kinds of stories that you're seeing happening where they're connecting in with banks and other big institutions for different use cases, that's the stuff that's telling you, hey, that's where the value is going to come in over time. That's the kind of stuff that's going to bring the value to the network. That's what's going to bring other institutions and other developers and other retail users to use the network. Or this is what's going to lead to mass adoption in the future. These are the kind of stories that are adding to that. So look, you can do what you want to do. Like, I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, whatever. That's completely your choice. But what I'm saying is we're seeing the adoption take place. Like, that's not an illusion. Like, we've got the evidence right here of stuff like this taking place. So it might be a thing of you looking right now and not seeing the value, but we are still in the speculation stages of crypto as well, because we can prove that, right? Like, when you look at these crypto bull runs, what are they based on? Nothing, right? They're based on just euphoria. Like, yes, there can be a theme. So, you know, sometimes it can be like DeFi, or it can be, you know, tokenization and stuff like that. But in terms of what really drives the price up, it's basically cryptos go up. The retail investors come in because they now want to try and make some quick money. They start FOMO buying anything that's going up a little bit in percent because they're hoping to get in on that as well. And that drives the prices higher. That's what fuels the current market cycles. That's not going to stay that way forever. It's going to get to a point where the only cryptos that are really going to go up in value like that are the ones that are actually around for the long term. The ones that have been proven to be around and have long-term utility. You know, back in the last bull run in 2021, like, you could put your money into absolutely anything and you would make, like, not just minor profit, like big profit, unless you got like rug pulled or something. Like, it was so easy to make money, and look, I was in it. It felt so, it makes you feel like you're a genius because you're picking all these cryptos and they're going up in value. So you just think that you keep making great choices. It's not that you're making great choices. Is that you're in a bull run, so everybody's just throwing money into anything, hoping to make money. Like, in a bull run, it's actually harder to lose money than it is to make money, because everything's going off. Now, I think in the long term, it's not always going to be like that. Not at all, especially when regulations come through, because a lot of these cryptos won't cut it, they won't make it. But that's how it was. So this is where I'm saying to you, like, when Hedera's here, and I think long term about how bull runs will be in the future, this is where I say, like, I think Hedera will be here for the long term bull runs, not just these quick speculation bull runs. And so that's why I feel comfortable with Hedera, because I don't look at it as like a short term play. I don't think like, okay, you know, Hedera could be gone by, you know, next year. I think it'll be here long term. So I'm not worrying about its long term future. I already feel like it's going to be fine. And so stuff like this is just what continues to show me, like, this is foundations being built. This is what's going to add to its long-term viability. So I thought I'd share this with you because I think this is great to see. And, you know, we're now actually getting, once again, connecting to banks, more adoption in that regard, opening that door. More banks that could then directly use Hedera in the long term if they like the service. So just more opportunity here. Really great stuff to see. So I thought I'd share this with you, and I'll keep you updated if I get anything more on this, but I'll leave it there. If you did like this video, please remember to like, comment and subscribe so you can be updated for future HBAR content. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be alerted on when I do drop a new video. Thank you very much for watching this, and I'll see you all on the next one.